Hello my beautiful girls, I am so excited that you are here today watching this video. This is probably the highest requested video on my TikTok account. You know the drill, I've got my kombucha and my notes, so we are ready to go. What we are talking about today is dark feminine energy. What is it? What are the qualities of it? And how do you really embrace it for yourself? So welcome guys if you're watching this live on TikTok. I am so excited to have you. I do see all of your questions and comments, so I will get to those at the end. So, dark feminine energy. If you don't know what it is, it's the opposite of light feminine energy. You need it to really be in your full potential as a woman. The dark feminine energy, think of it as the woman such as Angelina Jolie, the mysterious, siren, really seductive, passionate type of woman. This type of energy is available for you, and I'm going to tell you how to get it. So one thing that I want to note is if you are thinking of dark feminine energy, it is like the corner pieces of a puzzle. You can have your beautiful light feminine energy, you can know who you are, love who you are, be connected to that side of yourself. If you do not have your dark feminine energy also, you are missing each corner of that piece of the puzzle, and it's not a masterpiece yet. You can access your masterpiece self once you know how to tap into your dark feminine energy. So I have 5 qualities of a woman who's connected to her dark feminine energy. Let's go ahead and get started. Before I start too, I want to note that plain and simple, a woman in her dark feminine energy is someone who knows who she is, she understands her desires, and she gets her desires. She receives them very, very easily and very, very quickly because she is magnetic and very connected to her feminine energy. So, quality number 1, she is mysterious. And what I mean by this is she does not overshare, she keeps to herself, she does not reveal too much about her. So you never really know who she is unless you are closely connected to her. This is extremely, extremely seductive because you always want to know more about someone who is keeping their best secrets to themselves. So some of the qualities that she has is she's very quiet. She is very humble, meaning that she's not always talking about her accomplishments. You can find out maybe she's a princess in another country and she doesn't reveal that to you until 5 conversations in. Another quality is that she is very selective of the people around her. So you're not going to find her with a ton of friends, you're not going to find her in very large groups of people very often because she chooses to be around high value people. She keeps her family, her friends, her loved ones very close to her. She does not share her energy, she does not share her life with everyone. Another thing is her presence is felt without her appearing. So her energy, it is communicated through maybe her Instagram posts, it's communicated through other people. She does not have to actually appear anywhere for her energy to be felt there. When it comes to events, she does not have FOMO. And FOMO, it's something that I used to have in college, which is the fear of missing out. I no longer have it because I realize it is the stupidest thing in the world to think that your life is going to be so impacted if you are not at a party, if you are not at a certain event at a certain night. You will be fine. And a woman in her dark feminine energy, she understands this. She's okay with staying home and not being a part of the action every single night or day. Another part is she does not post her whole life on social media. So you're not going to find her posting every single move that she's making, every single accomplishment that she has online. She keeps that very private to herself and her loved ones. The dark feminine energy, so this is something that you want to access when you are around strangers and when you are with your lovers. But people that you have long-term relationships with, your family, your friends, your long-term partner, this is something that you want to have a balance of. You don't want to completely be in your dark feminine energy. You need a balance of both your light and your dark feminine energy, which is what makes you a divine feminine energy woman when combined with inner work. That will have to be a whole different video. Moving on to point number 2, she knows the power of her absence. If she is not being treated the way that she knows she deserves, she will leave. And the mindset that she has is she knows her power in walking away. She's not afraid to walk away. Any person that is not serving her, she will disappear. She does not argue, she does not cause a scene, she is silent and she moves on. The thing behind this too is the really core value that she has is knowing the art of detachment, And this is something that I don't know how, but I feel that I'm very, very strong in. I can easily detach. And after thinking about why this is, it's because I know that what is meant for me will come to me, and I do not have to hold on to anything that's really supposed to be in my life. I can easily detach and move on because I know that 5 years ago, I was in a place where I didn't even think I would have that amazing experience. So if I let go and move on, what other amazing experience am I going to have next? That is the mindset that you need to have. So she knows that if her needs are not being met, let's say that she's not being treated well by her friends or by her partner, she knows that she can go and get what she wants somewhere else. She has this mindset that she is not scared to walk away. She understands her standards are not too high. Someone else, somewhere else, will meet them. So another big part too is no holding on to potential. You do not hope that someone will change. You do not cry. You do not beg. You do not think they'll change, I'll change them. No, move on, walk away. Your absence is power. That is the beautiful, beautiful mindset of a woman connected to her dark feminine energy. When people hear dark feminine energy, they think bad, they think seductive, dangerous, which yes, that is part of it. But it is also having such strong boundaries and an idea of self-worth that you know who you are and you communicate that to others. That is the root of dark feminine energy. Moving on to point number 3. Oh, actually, one more thing I wanted to say is she does not lower her standards. Ever, ever, ever. She will detach and move on rather than lowering her standards. So do not give in to that temptation to ever settle. That is your dark feminine energy. So now back to point number 3. She takes extremely good care of herself. And I'm talking about both mentally and physically. The root belief behind this is that she knows her worth. She loves herself. She cares for herself so much. She is her number one priority. Some people might think that she is selfish. This is a very, very common belief of women connected to their dark feminine energy, that they are self-centered or selfish. But that is people's projection because inside they know that they lack that self-love. They lack that self-worth. They do not care for themselves as much as that woman does. That is why they accuse her of being selfish. In reality, this is just you loving and appreciating and caring for yourself. What this looks like is caring for your skin, your hair, your makeup, your style, your diet. And I'm not talking about restricting diet. I'm talking about what your food and your meals consists of, your body. The woman connected to her dark feminine energy always is at her best in all of these areas, her looks and her mental looks too. She is constantly leveling up and upgrading into a better version of herself. The woman that she is today, she will be gone the next day. She'll be leveled up, she'll be upgraded. No one can keep up with her because she is always getting better, caring, and loving for herself. She invests in personal development. She invests in inner work. The women that I coach, I'm a feminine energy coach too. These women are connected to this dark feminine energy part of themselves because they are so obsessed with becoming their own dream woman. This is a quality of dark feminine energy. What else did I want to say about this? Oh, the quote that can really motivate you to get to this point. And I live by this quote. I created a company by this quote. It's called Celeste Wear. It's women's loungewear if you want to check it out. Look good, feel good, do good. That is the mindset that this type of woman has. Yes, sometimes it starts on the outer. Taking care of your appearance can make you feel better. It can make you more productive and happier and better to people during the day. So she takes good care of her appearance mentally and physically. There's 2 more, and then I will take some of your guys' questions. So this one, I'm going to be quick with this one because YouTube might take it down, but she prioritizes pleasure. And what I mean by this is she is so connected to her body, she is so connected to her desires that she can bring intimacy to a whole new level for herself and with her partner. And the reason why is because she not only prioritizes working hard and going after her goals, but she prioritizes playing too, letting that inner child free, letting her girly, her seductive side out. She's more creative, she's more adventurous, and she's more passionate intimately. And it is the dark feminine energy that leads this part of a woman's life. If you are not connected to your dark feminine energy, you are missing out on reaching new levels in your intimate experiences. So this is one of the highest attractive qualities to a man in his divine masculine energy, is a woman with this dark feminine energy that prioritizes her own pleasure and is connected to her body. Last but not least, the woman with dark feminine energy has clear boundaries and knows how to communicate them. And the root belief, before I say anything else, you need to have this ingrained in your mind if you want this to be your reality. You have to know that you are not responsible for other people's feelings. Plain and simple, this is the root belief that you need to have. So if someone is making you uncomfortable, if someone is disrespecting you, you are not scared to speak up, because you are not scared of hurting someone else's feelings. Your needs come first. Most of the time, this energy is felt. You don't even have to say anything. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you are going on a date and you are sitting pretty close to a guy, or the guy that you're on a date with, and he puts his hand on your knee. All it takes is one look for you to go, and he will know to remove his hand. If he doesn't, setting a boundary would look like this. Why is your hand on my knee? Or, is there a reason why you just put your hand on my knee? This is how you communicate your boundaries. It's still in a feminine way, and it's showing that you respect yourself, because you do. I really believe if a guy really likes you, he will not touch you on the first date. So that's why I use that example. It's the way that your eyes are, it's the way that your posture is, and it's the way that you talk. It's your body language, your micro expressions that communicate your boundaries. You have to know what those boundaries are. You don't just say them. It's an inner knowing that you have. So, what else did I want to say about this? Yeah, so clear boundaries and able to communicate them. So to wrap this all up, I do want to note too, you need both your light and your dark feminine energy. Light is completely different. It's about that angelic presence, the warmth, the happiness, the girly, excited, full of love woman. That is your light feminine energy. That'll be a whole different video. Let me know what you guys would like to see there. You need both your light and your dark feminine energy to access your full feminine energy. To be in your divine feminine energy, which is the highest level, you have to pair that with inner work, which is personal development, therapy, meditation, healing, coaching. I coach women with inner work and feminine energy if you would like to work with me. But you have to become self-aware, sit with your feelings, process unhealed trauma and wounds to really access the top level of your feminine energy. I'm so extremely passionate about this because doing this for myself, inner work, and learning, educating myself how to connect with my feminine energy has changed my life. It's changed my career. It's changed my finances, my relationships. I am so excited to share this with other women because it has changed my life so much. I feel like this is my purpose now, is to help you. So I hope that these 5 tips to help you connect with your beautiful, sexy, dark feminine energy really works for you. So now I am going to take some of your guys' questions and see what you're saying. What book are you reading this from? There's no specific book where I got this information. I've only read one book on feminine energy actually, and it's called Women Who Run with the Wolves. I've learned most of this from my own life experience, my amazing mentors that I have, YouTube, books, mainly life experience that has taught me all of this, and really being self-aware to be able to sit back and look and try to learn from it. What do you do if someone gets offended by you setting a boundary? I want you to think about why you're asking me what you do, because you don't have to do anything. You're not responsible for someone else's feelings. If they react, if they get upset, you don't have to respond. If you respond, that's actually you and your masculine energy, because it's you using your logic, thinking. You drop down into your body and stick with what you just said. Remind yourself how good it felt to set that boundary. If they make your life harder, if they try to punish you, go back to quality number 2 that I talked about using your absence. That is your power. You withdraw your energy in yourself if someone is trying to punish you for setting a boundary, and try to remove that person if you can. Let's see. How do you stay in your feminine energy when a guy pulls back during the talking stage? Tiffany, this is a great question, girl. So what you want to do is match his energy. I actually suggest doing a little bit less. As a feminine energy, you don't want to outdo the man or kind of respond with leading the relationship. That's often what happens when a man pulls back. What you do pull back, focus on your amazing, juicy, exciting life. So start hanging out with your family and your friends, start pursuing your passions, pick up a new hobby, pick up something on the side that actually makes you busy. I hear a lot of coaches and people online say, make yourself busy if someone pulls back. No, you have to actually invest in things that feel good, because it's your energy that he's going to feel. He's going to be able to feel if you're just filling up your life to be busy, or if you're doing things that make your life enhance and make you feel good. So pull that energy off of him and put it back into yourself, girl. Do you live in LA? No, I live in Las Vegas. I used to live in LA though. How can a man awaken a woman's feminine energy if she wants to but doesn't know how? This is a great question, Malachi. You know, I'm honestly not the best expert in masculine energy. I would recommend listening to Stefan Speaks. I believe he does coach men too. But what I would do is really appreciate your woman and try your best to study her love language and what makes her feel good. So if you know that acts of service makes her feel good, try to do something, try to go out of your way a little bit to appreciate her and make her feel loved. Compliment her beauty, her intelligence, her grace. Compliment feminine qualities about her. That will help her know that, ooh, yeah, it's safe and it feels good for me to be in my feminine energy. I really, really love that you're asking that question. I think that is so great. Let's see. How do you get your teeth so white? That's so sweet. You know what I use is Crest 3D white toothpaste. Not sponsored, I promise. I use that from Costco and I swear by it. I did used to whiten my teeth years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago, with the bleach trays, but I did not like those. I used them for a couple weeks. They really hurt my teeth and my gums, so I stopped using them. Can you explain more about being mysterious? Yeah, Taurus 1998, can you ask a little bit more questions there? Being mysterious, like I said, it's not being afraid to miss out. It is not sharing every part of your life. When you have an accomplishment, share it with your close family and your friends. Don't share it with the internet, don't share it with everyone. Excuse me. Every time I talk about how carbonated this kombucha is. But being mysterious, you really want to just pull back a little bit. So talk less, don't share as much, really be a good listener. This is a quality that I recommend. Hey love, I love your videos. Because of you I started Accutane. Brianna, oh, thank you girl, first of all, but yes, Accutane changed my life. I used to break out so much, went on Accutane, now I barely break out. And I know it is dangerous, it does have a lot of harsh side effects, so sometimes I fear recommending it to people, but I'm glad that it's working for you, girl. No, I did not take any supplements while I was on it. I followed what the doctor said to a T. No vitamins, nothing. What kind of plant is that in the back? I honestly don't know what kind of plant that is. I'm pretty sure it's from Costco. I think everything I have is from Costco. All I know is that it's a plant that only needs to be watered once a week. It's so funny. My standards are in hell. Asuka, girl, you've got to pick them up. You've got to decide, I get to have good standards now. Because when you do that, your energy is going to change. You're going to attract a new type of guy. I have a habit of holding on to potential, learning how to stop. Ooh, Buzz Simpson. Yeah, this is a really, really great point. And I used to be guilty of this too. But you have to realize and ask yourself, if nothing about this person changed for another 10, 20, 30 years, would I be happy? You are absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's see. What would you describe a humble person looks like? What I would describe as a humble person is someone who is confident and has the intention of sharing with the excitement for what they are sharing. So rather than trying to get validation for talking about their success or themselves, they're sharing with the intention of being genuinely excited what they are talking about. Thoughts about a man who seems overly excited about speaking with you? Kayla. Kayla, this is a great question, girl, and what I want you to do is get out of your head and drop into your body, because it's so it's so difficult to let that go and to stop really thinking and overanalyzing everything, but you never really know what's going on in someone's head. A lot of the times, men cannot control their emotions. If they're being overly excited, I want you to stop overanalyzing that and just accept it how it is. But do pay attention to their actions later on. So just receive the excitement, be available to hold on to it and to really embrace it, but still be cautious and observe their actions later on. Make sure that their actions match their words and that their excitement is consistent, that it's not just a one-time thing. Hi babe, so nice to see you on live. Kayla! Kayla's one of my girls that I coach. I am so happy that you're here, my girl. Let me see what you asked. How do you let yourself receive rather than chase? Okay, Kayla, here's what you're gonna do, girl. Start allowing yourself to receive from everyone around you. And what I mean by this is your mom, your friend, someone at the grocery store. Allow people to open up the door for you. Allow people to help you carry a bag. Allow people to maybe give you $1 that was dropped on the ground and they picked it up and said, here, you take this. It's so common for girls to go, oh no thank you, or oh no I couldn't. But allow yourself to receive. Be really aware if you are rejecting anything, because chances are if you reject small things, you reject bigger things in life too. So this will help reaffirm to yourself, it is safe for me to receive. That's an affirmation that you can also use. It is safe for me to receive and be in my feminine energy. I feel so good receiving. Tell yourself that every single day. Just came here to say your face is enjoyable to look at. Tori, girl, thank you. You guys are so sweet. I literally wake up so excited to live stream and talk to you guys because you are just the best. Thank you so much. Is the coaching fee a monthly payment or a lifetime? So Taurus, you can go ahead and email me, info@feminineguru.com, and we can talk there about that. So no, there's no lifetime payments for my coaching. It's either a monthly package or you pay per session. How did you learn how to speak so well, Ia? Thank you so much, Ia. I used to do interview coaching because I was formerly Miss Nevada Teen USA, and I had an amazing interview coach who pretty much I sat down with. He would ask me random questions such as, if you could change one law, what would it be and why? Or if you sat down and had to become the president of the United States, what are the 3 laws that you would enact? So I had to learn how to be very quick speaking, and I had to also learn grace, elegance, confidence. I exposed myself to being in a lot of scary situations. I went to an amazing college university where I took this class called Speech and Rhetorical Arts, where I was forced to get up and have speeches, 10-minute long speeches about any subject that the professor gave me, and then my classmates had to ask me questions and try to debate with me, and I had to stand my ground and be confident. So I exposed myself to a lot of situations where I became very comfortable speaking. I recommended this on a live stream before, but there is something called Toastmasters that you can join. This is not sponsored. I've actually never done it, but my mom has. And you can learn how to speak better. It's a group of people, and you go, it's maybe once a week that you meet, and you are given topics, and you have to create speeches for it. You have to get up in front of your classmates and give them the speech. So this is something that you could do to learn how to speak better. Guys, thank you so much for the likes and the gifts. They are so sweet when you send them. I really appreciate it. I was in Toastmasters. P-Dub, yeah! Toastmasters, I love it. What about working on overthinking while being in a relationship? Yeah, Ali, this is a great question. I love that you are committed to healing, and I really hope that you have a secure partner who you have a safe place to heal with. So what I would do if you're overthinking, write down your thoughts. And along with that, write down one thing that you can do to help you feel better about that thought during the day. So let's say that you're thinking, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? And this is just a very small example. Let's say you and your boyfriend are celebrating like a 1 month anniversary or something, and you really, really want to make something special for dinner. Instead of sitting and thinking about that, write it down, and then also write down some ideas that you could do, and let it go until it's time to actually come back and solve that problem. Is an anxious attachment style permanent? No. And Talia, I'm so glad that you're asking this question, girl. Having an anxious attachment style is very, very possible to heal from. I know because I used to have one, and now I have a secure attachment style. The way that I healed this is, honestly, TikTok was a very, very big help. I followed a lot of therapists who give great tools and knowledge on how to heal it. Knowing and learning, having the knowledge to understand your anxious attachment style really helps tremendously too. If you can understand and know, oh, my brain is having this thought that my partner is cheating on me while they're not responding to my text right now because it's my body's way of trying to keep me safe and trying to prevent me from being hurt later. If you can know how your brain and your body works, you can understand your thoughts better and control it. Another thing is doing inner work and healing, whether that's working with a coach, meditating, doing therapy, really getting to the root issue of where your anxious attachment style came from and how you can heal it. You out here giving speeches, Colin? Am I giving speeches, guys? I tend to attract men, but as time goes on, they tend to pull back. Is there any advice? Taurus, yeah. And what I'm thinking of the reason why this happens is because you are detached at first, which is a little bit of the dark feminine energy. I love it. And then you become more attached as the relationship progresses. So the guys that you're with can feel this energy, and it might show up as clinginess. It might show up as overprotection, overanalyzing everything. What I want you to do is peel some of that energy off the guy that you're seeing and give it back to yourself, as I mentioned earlier. So where you would normally spend a night with them or reserve time for them, you go and do something for yourself instead that does not involve him. So take some of that energy off of him, put it back onto yourself. Okay guys, I'm gonna take 2 more questions and then I've gotta run. Genetic lottery winner. Thank you, Razzle. You guys are sweet. How do you harness dark feminine energy regularly? Ooh, I love this question. So what you can do is pretend that you are your favorite woman who has strong dark feminine energy. So Angelina Jolie. I love her. I think she's so gorgeous. I love how confident she is playing her roles. When I want that dark feminine energy for myself, I literally pretend that I'm her. Because in reality, life is a movie. Everyone is living in their own movie, and everyone is focused on themselves. So what I do is I think, what would Angelina Jolie do right now? How would she walk right now? What outfit would she pick today? What would her makeup look like today? And I embrace that for myself. So you pick someone that you like that has strong dark feminine energy and pretend that you are them. Okay guys. Alright guys, I'm gonna take one more question. Blue Brief, what advice would you give to a woman who feels she's in a rut? Love your videos, by the way. Girl, thank you so much. The only reason why I'm not answering this question right now is because I've answered it in my past 2 live streams, and the answer is on my YouTube channel, the same as my TikTok name. I'm going to create a whole new video on what to do to get out of a rut because it's so common. But girl, I do want to help you. I just don't have time to answer that right now. No, I'm not from the Caribbean. Okay, guys. Oh. Let's see, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream now. Thank you guys. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here today and all of your amazing questions and energy. I hope that you love the dark feminine energy tips, and let me know what type of video you guys would like to see next. I am so happy to make it for you. I usually live stream on Fridays, but this week I will not be because I have a medical appointment. But I might do Thursday. If not, I'll be back here next Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a great week. It was so good to see you. Bye.